KOPS. So in case of KOPS, like we need to have our own domain name because it was completely related to DNS configuration and all. So I think Ashok, have you configured it by yourself using your own domain? Did it work? Rahul, in case of your Rahul Siva, are you able to run your cluster in your own domain, or still you couldn't do it? Yeah, I created domain name and ran it, but there was some error. What error? Whenever I have a time, I'll look it again. Okay. Is it something local host is not configured? Something like this. Okay. Okay. So I already have my old EC2 instance account. I'll restart it and I'll set up our POPs cluster the way we did earlier. Vijendra, how about you? Are you able to run your KOPS cluster? What kind of error are you getting? I didn't get why I see. Why didn't you get domain? See, like registering the domain, it would take hardly half an hour
solve the process. So why you guys are not doing it? Because without it, how you will be able to run your lab? What about Rahul? Rahul, did you register any domain name? Rahul, can you hear me? Rahul, are you there? I was little late. Okay.
You are now unmuted.
So guys, see, like just watching the videos or watching session won't help. If you are not practicing by yourself, how you guys will be able to learn it? Uh, Taking domain name is very easy. You may get it in half an hour. So why you guys are not spending some time on it? No, I think I'm not talking about Ashok. I think Vijendra, Rahul. So you both guys have not taken it. So please do it and perform this lab, because this is just one thing I would have to tell you, like the right now what we are learning in Kubernetes infrastructure, it's the simplest way to create that infrastructure. If you are really interested for in order to create a means this one in a hard way, I'll show you how exactly it would be done. See here, this is another lab. So I'm not thinking to do this like you should do it by yourself. But you know, if you do this stuff, there are a lot of steps that you will have to perform. And in order to do this kind of lab, you need to have the very sound knowledge how actually Kubernetes infrastructure works. See here. So this is the using this method, we are not using any kind of external library, like KOPS is a library that helps us to create that cluster. Same way, Qvadium is also library that is helping us to create cluster. What if you will not use this kind of cluster? In that case, you may have to do it by like this one. See, there are a lot of stuff that you will have to perform one by one. And so in simple, like they may have more than 20 to 30 script. See here, 20 to 30 script that you will have to work with certificate authority, CA certificate, TLC. So I'm not I'm assuming like at this stage it would be really difficult for you guys to to understand this concept. That's why I have not considered this thing for your training purpose. But in later, once you join any organization, you may have to perform this kind of infrastructure by yourself. But for that, you may have to have the sound knowledge of Kubernetes infrastructure. So please try to learn it. Otherwise, what will happen if somehow if you get this kind of work, definitely you will face a lot of problems. See here, how many steps that we have to follow one by one. So do you think like it would help if we consider this lab for you? Yeah, so that's why I have configured the simple one. But you guys need to be master in simple at least. Then only you guys will be able to understand this hard one. So please do this lab. Otherwise, it will be waste of time. Yeah, in that case, see if no, see, this is what I'm doing. Means I don't want to disturb my local computer infrastructure. That's why I prefer to create this cluster from EC2 instance itself. Means EC2 instance would be our operating system from where I'll create different clusters. Yeah. For see, this one is just for operating system. Means from where I am creating infrastructure, I am installing different software. So T2 micro would be perfectly fine. Yeah, okay. But it's up to you. If you guys are working on your own system and all, so this may not require. Means if you have your own system, if you have configuration everything in in your own computer, and if you do not have the multiple environment, then you can use your own computer as a operating system for your Kubernetes infrastructure. For me, I have set up a lot of infrastructure in my laptop, so it would be better for me to use as an external machine. That is the reason I have set up a basic stuff in remote EC2 instance. And from there, I am operating my Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so if I consider this one, okay. So by the way, guys, the stuff we discussed earlier, that I have put it inside this folder, peer test training, and this was the working code. Remember, like we discussed about one lab that was of Node this application on Kubernetes infrastructure with MongoDB as a database. So for that, I have created this script. In fact, the script was created by them, but I modified it and I configured it as per our requirement. You can see this is our co- uh, this is Keynote application, this is a Mongo application, and we configure it here.
You are now muted.
Okay, so far what we have done, I think we had done lab one. What about lab two? Have we done lab two as well? Okay, we didn't do a lab two. So in the lab two, what exactly we are going to do here? Uh, so this would be the kind of a stuff. Means we'll be using Kubernetes ingress. Okay, so it is something like this one. So ingress means how you route your traffic from your external load balancer to your actual port. So just external load balancer won't help. In order to work properly with this kind of infrastructure and all, there need to be some kind of ingress. Means who will be able to traffic? I will be able to transfer the traffic to the particular port efficiently. So that would be means it is similar to like load balancer stuff, but the features will be more than load balancers. and here we'll be using Nginx load balancer. So you can see here API characters. So it would go to port, and we have another API location. It would go to this port. Means it would in order to distribute the traffic to the particular port and all. You can use load balancer, but there would be another efficient way. So that would be your Nginx load balancer. So that task would be to transfer the load in the proper way. So guys, did you understand this image? Like what exactly this image means to us or not? Okay, so this would be the lab for us for today. But in order to create this one, I may have to follow the same step that we did earlier. These are things that we'll have to run. So using this single command, I will be able to run it. Perfect. So if we are getting this information now, in order to start this cluster, this is what I'll have to run. Perfect. I'll have to run this one. And then I'll run this one. This way our cluster will be created in 5 to 6 minutes.
Let's talk about
It might take some time. By the way, in the meantime, guys, I think Pace is also taking your class, is it? Yeah. So Rupesh is also taking your class. Okay. Okay. So guys, have you learned Terraform or Ansible kind of stuff by yourself? Learned by yourself or some YouTube, or you have have you done by yourself or you just learned somewhere? Okay. 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 Perfect. If you guys are interested, you can learn this stuff because I have created a separate tab for the same using this ELB Jenkins. Like you can create Jenkins inside your kind of stuff. You can do it by yourself if you are really interested because I have created this kind of course as well. And it would be a completely lab. If you have the basic knowledge of Terraform, definitely you will be able to do it. Why? Why they are taking a lot of time for today? Oh, so it has been already created. This one, so it might take few more seconds.
Hey everyone,
And if you want to learn Ansible, I do have Ansible lab as well. You can also refer the, you guys also refer the same. I think I have created a sensible. Mm, Yeah, see here this one, like Ansible Docker's container. That also you can use it. But if you want to learn more, there's a file in my folder, like you're learning. I have also added the file here. Means you can refer the basic installations now. Why that it took a lot of time today?
Prabhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also got that kind of validation failed last time after I created domain name. So
No, no.
yeah,
See,
it is like
as of now, see here. If you see the message itself, what exactly they are throwing? Please wait for around 5 to 10 minutes for cluster for a master to start. So
mhm.
so 5 or 10 minutes is a normal time. So you should wait for 15 minutes. Even though if in 15 minutes if it is not working, definitely then there should be some kind of issues and all that we will fix. But if it is taking 10 to 15 minutes, we should wait for the same because it is taking that much time in order to create this kind of post.
Oh, okay.
In the message itself, they have also told please wait around 5 to 10 minutes for a master to start.
Hmm.
You see here they have already mentioned all this. So that need not to be worried. It will take some time. See here, it is working now. It has
Oh,
started.
okay.
If I
Uh,
click, it will get the starting time. It is taking time, 10 to 15 minutes. It is normal time in order to create this kind of cluster.
hmm.
Okay, so my cluster is already created. Uh, lab 2. I'll go inside lab 2. Okay, now we'll see like how we'll have to perform this that stuff. In the lab 2, what we discuss, like we have to create ingress load balancer. So this is just okay. Now this is the new thing, new stuff here. You know, if you remember, like last time what we discussed, we added our Docker container, Docker image in Docker Hub. But in actual scenario, you may have to perform it in your AWS environment as well. If you go to your ECS here, ECR, can you see? Easy store, manage, deploy Docker images. Means instead of Docker Hub, you can use ECR as well. Advantage of using ECR would be like your ECR and your server, it would be in the same cloud. So that means your data transfer would be very fast. It is similar to like if you want to copy your file within network. Means let's say if you guys are in a Wi-Fi network, so transferring the data from one user to another user, if you both are into same network, would be much faster than if you are transferring the data via wire or via wireless, or you can say via this one via internet. So the reason behind it, like if you use internet, it would rely on what kind of internet speed you have. According to it, your data transfer, your data load may vary. So here, why I'm explaining here like this one, because Docker Hub that has been deployed into another cloud, maybe Azure or GCP and all. So what will happen if you pull the Docker image? First, you'll have to download the file from another service provider, another cloud to AWS. So there would be a data transfer cost, and it would be little slow. Then, if your data centers are available in the same region, that is the reason I prefer to use Docker ECR compared to Docker Hub.
So Prabhat,
Yeah.
does this Amazon ECR it scan the Docker images, vulnerabilities, or maybe something like that, viruses?
Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you tell me once again?
Because last time I think the Rupesh told us like if you push the Docker images on ECR, it will scan your the what we call that vulnerabilities or maybe some error on the code. It will scan or not
If some
when
error in
we.
the code,
Hmm.
I,
I think last time Rupesh told us something like that.
no. See, it is just a storage.
Oh.
Uh, as you can see it here, Amazon S2 is a fully managed container registry that is for developer to store, manage, and deploy your container image. That means it is just a storage where you are storing your Docker image.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's it. So it has nothing to do with like how you are operating. It's up to you, like how you want to upload it, how you want to delete it, how you want to pull that image and all. So it is up to you how you want to use it. For me, why Docker ECR is, sorry, yeah, this one ECR is better than Docker Hub. Uh, it's totally dependent upon what kind of use case you have. For me, like my infrastructure was also inside AWS, so getting the data from AWS to ECR is much faster than getting the data from Docker Hub to our Docker container or maybe in VMC. So that is the reason like I prefer to use ECR here. That is the now how you want to upload this Docker image, how you want to scan it and all. It is totally depend upon how many layers that you have been created
Mm.
and how you have made this testing part or main development part, CI/CD part. Because the thing you are talking about, it is depend upon like linting means whether you have written your script properly or not. That can be validated by some kind of a standard. Okay, so here, in order to create this Docker containers and all, Docker registry and all, this would be the steps. You, in order to see, it is similar to your Docker Hub. Means in order to run your Docker Hub, you will have to create Docker image with your username slash Docker image name slash your version. Same way, we have to create it here like this one. So first, we will have to create like this. See here, it has been created. Same way, we will have to create location. You can verify it from here. See, two repository it has been created just now. So we created this Docker container like this one. Now if I log in this one, Okay, let me see if this is the right command or not. Okay. You see, this is the stuff that we are getting. If you want to run it again, you will have to run this command. At the end, you will get some login succeed. Okay, so this is the one way you will have to do. First, you will have to generate a token like this, and later you will have to copy this one. You should get like this one. This is what I have already written. If you want to make a shortcut for the same, I like you can follow this instruction as well. This is the push command. So first, see here. This is how you are going to log. If you want to do it in the single command, you will have to write like this one: AWS ECR this one, and after that password, and this is the location. This is your Docker ECR location where your this one ECR has been added. So if you copy it, if you run it within a line, you will get this information. Means no need to do this stuff again and again. See here. See the difference between both. In the first one, what we did, we simply run this command get login command, and after that we copied this value here and we run it. In the second step, if you want to be little fast, then you will have to run like this one: AWS ECR get login password. See here. Here we use Docker minus u this one. Here we use this one get Docker login password, and then in the second step, like in the pipeline pipe, we ran this system. It is the token, we pass this like this value. Guys, is that clear? Perfect. So now what we have to do here, and after that, in order to build Docker image, see this is what they have provided this system. Means they have already provided the stuff that we are going to perform. In order to build this one, characters, go inside code, go inside. Oh, sorry. The image. Okay, not this one. Sorry. Might have already added here. Let me verify it how it has been added. Okay, so build Docker image. So this is how you'll have to build. Means you'll have to go inside this one and then you will have to build it. So in order to build this Docker image, I may have to do like this one. Service is not found. Okay, let me see. Perfect service is available now. So if I do this one, what will happen? It would create a Docker image. Okay, same way I may have to create another Docker image. Perfect. Now I'll have to use this one. Means we'll have to tag this one. Obviously, I have to change this ID because this ID may vary from account to. So it would be So let's say if what is our DA? Okay, so this is how they have already provided. We'll have to run this one. And then we'll have to run this one. Perfect. So what I have done, I have already added this Docker image into our system. You can validate it from here as well. Same way we have to put our this one as well. Okay, so first we'll have to run this one. After that, we'll have to go inside location branch. The best way to do it via our own script. Okay, so now what we have to do here. See, recipe. Location dot YML file. Okay, so here I may have to change the container. Okay, so this is protocol TCP. What is the name? Oh, we have not yet pushed. Okay, so we have simply corrected character, not location kind of stuff. That's why it is showing now. I may have to push this code. Step will be very simple. That's a location. If you want to see the step, you can do like this one. See login graph. In order to build this one, you may have to put the location file. Okay. So here we'll have to push the docker. The step will be very simple. I'll have to go inside local.
So let me what I have done. Docker image is created. Simply we'll have to put this Docker tags location as well as it is just image record to repository this. Okay. Okay. So I forgot to add V1 here. I think. Perfect. So this time it is fine. So let me proceed. So what I have done, I have put this Docker image to our centralized location. So here in our case, centralized location will be a PCR. Okay, now here we'll have to define this one. So what I have done, I have added both application there. Now, in order to create this one, HTTP would be very simple. CTL Apply means if it is not created, it will create a new one. So instead of create, we are using apply minus f. You cannot see here. So we have to run one by one, not twice. See, it has been created location, and same way I'll create vectors. Again, this one is also created. You can get it from the information. kubectl deployment. Perfect. You can see here our location is running 2, but this one is 0 by 2. So we'll have to figure it out, like why it is giving error. You can also expand the same using this method. Uh, First, let's complete this one, then later we'll see like how we can use this methods. So now you can see two services, different services are running. Now you can see this is where that is important to understand. Sometimes you may have to use your own load balancer. So you can see the repository name. Again, this method we can create a repository name for Node.js as well. Sorry, Nginx as well. So now, uh, yeah, this one means I may have to get a new one. You see our creative repository. Now I'll have to run these steps. I may have to do Node.js repo URL. Why it is not happening? We'll have to put like this one. So guys, are you able to understand what I'm doing here? So this one is done. Now I may have to update it, this one as well. I may have to update this one as well. Let me this one. What was the image? Okay, so if you have done this step, what will happen? If you run it, it would create a cluster. Now, if I need to go inside this cluster and see what kind of service that has been created, this Nginx, you see, they have created an ingress load balancer, and this would act as a load balancer for us. So
Hello,
As you
folks.
can see here, okay, now you can see this one this one has started problem, invalid image name. So that means characters. In the characters deployment, we made some mistake. Let me verify it. TV recipe characters nano. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Actually, I forgot to add this image name. That's why it is getting problem. So, guys, you can get each and every information from your created one. So, character ones. This is the image URI that I have to put. Exit from here, and what I'll do this stuff again. This is for characters. See here, unchanged configured. So this one is done. Now if I go to dog, I would see here it has started run. So guys, although it's look a little lengthy, but this is how you can create this kind of cluster by yourself. Means at the now if I access this one, what will happen? I may have this kind of stuff. And although it would take some time, okay, yeah, it would take some time to reflect the same. See here now, our load balancer apparatus is based on Nginx, and in order to understand how it actually works, you may have to go this stuff, code, inside code. We have services. Inside services we have, let's say, Nginx. So this is how Nginx has been defined. So this is the script that has been defined here. Load balancer services API location. Now coming to this one, code recipes. So this is the Nginx YAML file. So it would act as a, see here. This is what you will have to see. Replica Nginx router till the how many ports would match. So means our Node.js is running. If you go to Node.js routers, this is what we have. Type is equal to, see here. We have defined type is equal to load balancer. So using this method, you will be able to get all the you will be able to write, or you will be able to create a load balancer that is at the top of your Nginx. So guys, is that clear? Although it's look confusing, but if you did try it by yourself, you will be able to get the similar kind of. It would take some time in order to reflect this one. We have already step. You can take here like this. If I click API characters, you would get some kind of information here. Yeah, perfect. See here. This is how you are getting the data. Same way, locations. This is how you are getting the locations data. Means same API, same but different API info. You are getting the different value. Guys, did you understand or not? Ashok, Vijendra, Rahul, Shiva. Okay. Yeah, guys. Without practicing, definitely it would like as a very confusing. You may have to do a lot of practice in order to get this information. So first I'll have to delete this repository, and then I'll have to delete my cluster. The cluster is we have already defined it in the first one. So guys, this way you can create this kind of cluster. See, this was this was also a actual use case. Means I created it for one of my friend, and he is serving this kind of use case for the same. Means they are running their API based on Kubernetes infrastructure. Okay, guys, that's it for today. We'll see more in the next class.